Hi readers and vinyl community, it's Jeremy Bonfiglio. I just wanted to do a quick introductory video, tell you a little bit about myself and show you some of my recent vinyl pickups. For those who don't know me, I have been writing arts and entertainment for about 23 years now, and I often cover music and the music industry. I write for the Herald Palladium newspaper up in St. Joseph in Benton Harbor, Michigan. Been there for about 6 years now. Prior to that, I wrote for the South Bend Tribune, where we live in South Bend, Indiana, for 4 years. And I also write for some national publications, including No Depression magazine. I'm wearing my Nora Jane Struthers t-shirt today, and I wrote about Nora Jane and her new album Wake for No Depression, the Roots Music Authority magazine. Cover story for that a couple months back, and I have another cover story in No Depression coming up later this month on Elin Jewell, so look for that. I'll include a link to some of my writings and other places you can find my work. A little bit more about me is as far as vinyl and records go, I've been collecting vinyl since I was a teenager, so about 30 years now. I just turned 45 on April 19th, which, as we all know, was the day after Record Store Day. So I thought since I turned 45, it was appropriate to start with some of the 45s that I picked up on Record Store Day. So let's get to it, shall we? First thing I got was the REM and Syd Barrett side-by-side series, Dark Globe. For those who don't know, the side-by-side series is two different artists doing the same song. This is on this maroon vinyl. And I know Syd Barrett from his band work, but I didn't really know his solo work. I am a big REM fan, which is why I picked it up. So that's one of the nice things I think about the side-by-side series, is you get to know a little bit of an artist you may not have known before, as well as, you know, someone who you really, really want. So kudos on the side-by-side series. There are a lot of side-by-side series releases this year, but this was the one I really wanted, so I picked this up. And this and all the vinyl that I have, that I've shown here from Record Store Day, I've had a chance to listen to, and they all sound great. All the pressings were great. I know some people have had some problems with their pressings, but luckily I haven't had that problem. Another 7-inch I picked up, new Mumford Sons Record Store release. This is black vinyl, 2 singles, Believe and The Wolf, on their forthcoming Electric album. I know there's kind of some controversy on that. Mumford & Sons is known for their acoustic music, but I listened to this and I really enjoyed it. Big fan of their acoustic work, but I want to hear more of this. I'm looking forward to that album coming out. That was a fun pickup to have too. What I really went for Record Store Day, though, the big thing I was looking for was this 10-inch EP, The Replacements, Alex Chilton EP. Those in the vinyl community know that original replacements are getting really priced, in the $50, $60 range. I've seen them and higher. So I didn't feel bad about paying like $12, I think, for this. Great sound, some of their classic tunes. Everybody knows Alex Chilton from The Replacements. This was definitely worth it. I found this at Orbit record store here in South Bend, yeah, that's what I really went for. Another pickup, Record Store Day. This was kind of accidental pickup. Before I went to Orbit, which was the store I really wanted to go to, was I stopped by Michiana Used Music, only because they opened at 9, an hour before Orbit did, and I got there about 9:15. Wasn't sure what I was going to find, and kind of in that Record Store Day panic, I wanted to see if I could get something good, and I picked up this Violent Femmes, their Happy New Year 180 gram release. It is on the champagne colored vinyl. For those who don't know, this is the first new material from Violent Femmes in I think 15 years. 4 tracks. Happy New Year next year. Love, 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 love on side 1, and side 2 has Good for At Nothing and Fast Horses. This was a surprise. This is one of those bands, I didn't go in there looking for this, but when I found it, and kind of picked it up anyway and brought it home, and was even thinking about putting it online before I opened it, and the wife convinced me otherwise, and I'm glad she did, because listen to this, and sometimes you forget how much you like a band, and are reminded by some of these releases, and Violent Femmes was one of them, and so I was really happy with that. The big pickup that I had on Record Store Day was the U2 double LP, Songs of Innocence. Now, this is a limited edition release, limited to 5,000. May not be able to see my number's 1808 on there. There's a lot of talk in the community about U2 releasing the album digitally on iTunes, and so I know some people were kind of frowning on this. But as we all know, with digital music and vinyl music, this album sounds great on vinyl. I really like it. I think I've always loved U2, and I think this is, again in the same vein as a lot of their later work. Real surprise on here was the acoustic sessions on side D, or the B-side of the second album. To me, that was kind of worth it. Even though this is the most I've ever paid for a record, I still haven't told my wife how much I actually paid for it. That was my Record Store Day pickups. A couple of things I just got today. I went up to St. Joseph, Michigan, where I work. They have Antiques on the Bluff, which is kind of this antique flea market type vibe outside, overlooking Lake Michigan. And there are a couple of vendors that always have vinyl records there. And so I went, kind of looking to see what I could find. There's a couple things there. You kind of slip through some of the usual cast of characters. But I found two things that you just never see in the wild that I wanted to show you that I picked up. The first being the Dead Milkman Bucky Fellini LP. And you just don't see this out there. Especially for what I paid. I paid $5 for this. And in this condition, I've seen him minimum 10 and up. Anywhere else, online or what have you. And I haven't seen him locally in a record store either. So, and this is a original pressing. So, very happy to find that. And same thing with this next one. Dead Kennedys. Bedtime for Democracy. As a punk music fan, you never find these out there. Especially not like a flea market thing. So this again, $5. It doesn't have the original poster stuff in there. It's just the album, but for $5 you can't really go wrong on that. So those are the two picks that I had today, in addition to my record store pickups, and I'll be doing some more of these videos as the budget allows. And again, just wanted to introduce myself, and please comment on this video. Tell me what you think of the pickups. Tell me what you're listening to, what you've been able to find out there in the wild that you were surprised to find. And again, I'll put some links up to some of my writing as we go on these videos, and as they pop up, and that way you can kind of check out my writing and what I'm listening to music-wise for the job as well. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Again, feel free to comment and tell me what you think, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.